Come watch as we install the Hamilton Motor Company Apple CarPlay upgrade kit in this 2019 Lexus GX. Using a 10mm wrench, loosen the negative battery cable and ensure power is off to the vehicle. Firmly grip the two leather-covered trim panels on either side of the center console and remove them. After that, you'll remove two 10mm bolts on either side of the central control unit. Use a bit of pressure to separate the leather cover from the shift knob, and then thread the shift knob counterclockwise to remove it from the center console. Grip the outer edges of the center console cover and pop it loose. You will now be able to access the bolts under the center control unit. Remove the bolt cover under the center control unit with a credit card or small pry tool. Use a 10mm socket and remove the two 10mm bolts located on either side of the central control unit. Power the vehicle on and shift it to neutral so you can now remove the center console cover. There are 5 wires in total connected to the center console cover. Remove the first 3 big white wiring harnesses. Next, remove the remaining 2 connectors. With all 4 bolts removed, grip the center control unit and pull it firmly out. Then, turn it around to expose the factory wiring harnesses. We are now going to begin the process of wiring up the center control unit. We have 3 wiring tees that we are going to install in place of the factory connectors. The first is shown here, the HU audio connector. The next is going to be shown the power connector here. The power connector is the larger one, and the final one is going to be that green antenna connector. Lift up on the gray tab and remove that main powering connector from the central control unit. Connect it to the female socket of our harness and plug our harness back into your central control unit. Remove the small white wiring connector in the second position to the right from the main power connector. Connect this HU audio connector to our harness and then connect our harness back to the central control unit. For the third and final connection, remove the lime green 2-pin harness from your central control unit, connect it to our harness, and once again connect our harness back to your central control unit. With the 3 primary connections to the back of the central control unit made, it is time to begin to organize the wiring to reinstall the central control unit and to install the interface. We show these 2 plastic cross members here. It's important to run the wiring in a manner that it fits behind these cross members so the central control unit can easily slide back into its place. We have 2 wiring harnesses shown here, the accessory wiring harness and the primary wiring harness. It is important that you connect the 2 microphone slots together on the accessory wiring harness. There is also an optional USB port on the accessory wiring harness for wired CarPlay or wired Android Auto. You can drop that into the glove box or into the center console. From there, plug the wiring harnesses into the back of the new interface. You can disregard those yellow RCAs. As well, you can disregard the speaker. There is included a small antenna that will plug into the interface. As well, the wiring harness that plugged into the green 2-pin has that magenta and blue adapter shown here, and those will easily snap into the back of the interface. From there, simply start to feed the interface down into that cavity below the center console. You're welcome to secure it if you want, but really it will not move around down there. You will not hear it. From there, you can go ahead and reinstall the central control unit. Once the central control unit is installed, it is time to begin reinstalling the center console. We will reconnect all 5 wiring harnesses. You start with those 2 in the back, and then you put in the 3 larger white connectors shown here. The vehicle will need to be in neutral for this step so that you can thread the gear shift back through that leather adapter there. With that completed, you will simply realign the center console cover back into its original space and proceed to snap it down. At this point, we recommend testing all features, powering on the car, making sure the Apple CarPlay is working while you still have easy access to the center console if you need it. Once you have powered your vehicle on and tested everything to make sure that all functionality is working, it is time to go ahead and reinstall all of your trim pieces. We'll start by snapping down the center console cover and then threading the shift knob back onto the gear shift. From there, we can go ahead and reconnect the leather adapter for the shift knob. With the center console trim reinstalled, you can now reinstall the bolts and then snap back into place the leather trim. Enjoy all your functionality for your Lexus GX, including Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, screen mirroring, and if you need any help, don't hesitate to give our tech support team a call. We're here for you.